Bryan Akipa's life is a testament to the power of art and music in bridging cultures and honoring heritage. Born into the Sisseton Wahpeton Sioux tribe, Akipa's journey began with humble roots and blossomed into a career dedicated to preserving and sharing Dakota traditions through his mastery of the traditional red cedar flute and traditional art. Akipa studied at the Institute of American Indian Arts and under Dakota artist Oscar Howe at the University of South Dakota. His flutes and artwork are held in major museum collections across the country. In 2016, the National Endowment of the Arts awarded Akipa a National Heritage Fellowship.
Okay, thank you. I'm especially glad to be here tonight because all my family is here too, and even my aunt. So it makes everything a lot better. One of the things that I did throughout my career was bridging cultures. And it's the same thing we're doing with the Dakota music project. And one of the questions I always get is, how did you get started in that? And a little story is I was growing up when I was little, maybe 3 or 4 years old. We lived in Sisseton, just right across the National Guard Armory, and it's a little greenhouse. Kind of kitty corner across the street was a little store called Tassa's, and we had a cottonwood tree in the yard, and there was like a family of owls, screech owls, so we could hear them once in a while. Even a crick came through the yard. And my aunts, Delphine and Janice, would babysit me. And I guess I had quite a lot of energy. And they said, well, let's make him tired. So they wanted me to dance. And they kind of fixed me up as good as they could. They even got this, it's a plant called a foxtails, and when it comes to full bloom, it kind of looks like the porcupine hair. And so they fixed me up with those and some bells, and they had a little drum, however, cardboard box, and they decided to sing and drum and get me dancing. So, and it turned out that I was the one that tired them out. So that's probably how I got started. And who would have known that I'd be a traditional dancer? And when I was an elementary teacher, I was married and I had children, I had a family. And as an elementary teacher, we just barely made it by. We just lived from paycheck to paycheck. And in the summer, I'd have to do whatever I could to make ends meet. And one of the things I did was to dance a traditional dance competition. And I went on a winning streak for a while there, and that was a big help. And then I started my artwork, painting and making flutes, and it became Northern Plains Indian sculpture. So that was the start of my career. I was an elementary teacher, and I made the decision to be self-employed, a full-time artist. And I got a lot of inspirations from friends and helping along the way. I remember Jim Yellowhawk He was one of the first ones that I met that was a full-time artist. And so he always gave me a lot of advice. My theme, Bridging Cultures, also was reconstructing our culture, rebuilding it. Because there's a lot of different things you can learn through dance and music and art. And it was kind of like taking back and reclaiming parts of our culture that we have lost. My mother, it seemed like bridging cultures was kind of a difficult topic. And it's something that it had to be done, or at least try and do a little bit. But I remember my mother, maybe I was a teenager, she said, "Not all white people are bad. There's some good ones." And I always remember that. And he said, you have to be able to tell the difference and make your way. And because even today, I have to be a little cautious going different places. And so, all these years, did it help? When you see things and experience things when I was younger, and those type of things start to get less and less, and you start to see more positive things with people, and it becomes it kind of makes it feel maybe there was some improvement and some help. So that's why I think accepting and being part of this South Dakota Hall of Fame is really awesome for me, especially being with this group of people and being able to be seen with them. And I think it's going to help even in the future. Because who would have thought that just a little guy from Siston is be able to do all the things that I've done. So that's why I just want to say thank you for having this, and I'm so thankful to have been inducted into the Hall of Fame.